Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Remains West, reaching you live and direct from the heart of Africa. If this is your first time watching me on this channel, you are highly, highly welcome. This is a place where we separate the facts from the fiction, the science from the spirituality, and the concepts from the misconceptions about African spirituality. Today, I am here with my very, very good friend, the one and only Ortyom Aundo of TACC. And I'm very, very happy and delighted. Today, we're going to be talking about a myriad of topics, and we're focusing more on religion. Once again, religion, a very hot topic in the world. Religion and terrorism, how it goes together, how to become God, what it is to become God, the impact of being godlike. What do people go after in religion? This is what we want to talk about today. So I will allow my friend here to introduce himself and tell me a few things about his experience with religion and the topic in particular. So thank you very much. Once again, welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. FS West. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Ortyom Aundo, and I'm the
Uh-huh.
Global Youth Ambassador for the Abundance Community Coin and also the Executive Director of Global Operations. Our
Okay.
community is all about building a technology of the future of our people. And we understand that technology is one-way street. It's like a stream. It only goes forward, it doesn't go backward. So we've come to understand that as Black people, we don't control any technology, and it goes back to where we're coming from. Where Marcus Garvey traveled to London, he traveled to Europe, and when he came back to Jamaica, he asked himself, where is the Black man's army? Where is the Black man's navy? Where is the Black man's government? So today, the question we are still asking in TACC, the Abundance Community Point, is that where is the Black man's Facebook? Where is the Black man's TikTok? Where is the Black man's YouTube? Where is the Black man's digital platform? So we in TAG, we are not just asking those questions, we are taking steps to build a digital platform for our people, and that is what TACC is all about. And that is about myself and my company. Now, I'm also somebody who talks about issues. I'm also an activist. I'll talk about issues that affect Africans. It was Karl Marx that said that religion is the opium of the masses. And a lot of people took that thing for granted, thinking, even personally, before I got awakened to the dangers of religion, I used to hear that definition, but I used to take it literally. It was when I got awakened, I got to understand that religion is actually a tool for colonization and control. Now, the human being is a technology. We are the highest grade of technology that has been we are being created pure and divine. Now, when we are created, we're being put into this 3D dimension, which is this earth realm. And when we come into this earth realm, we're being given names, we've been given religion, we've been given countries, we've been given flags. This thing we didn't choose them. And then we grew up defending these identities as if our lives depend on them. Now, particularly about religion, Black people have gone through ugly phases of slavery, colonization, and now we are now in new colonialism. And Black people hate everything about colonization, slavery, but they don't seem to hate religion. And it's
Mhm.
actually scary because that is the main tool. Christianity in particular is a technology of the West. People think technology is just that which you make use of in form of phone, AI. No, an ideology is a technology. Whatever take hold of your mind is a technology and it's a virus. And whatever is used to control you is a technology. So religion, particularly, is a technology that was employed by the Caucasians to enslave Africans. And I want our people to understand this particular thing. These people do not want to share the same earth with you. They come to our continent, they plunder our gold, our resources. But they give us this religion by telling us that our reward is in heaven. We need to pay attention. Right now, Donald Trump is scrapping visas. He's saying that Black people can no longer go to America. At the same time, he's busy clamoring for Christians' rights. So this is hypocrisy, and our people must begin to wake up and understand that these things are a danger to our lives. You know, the enemy of our soul has hidden our greatest problems in the things that we love the most, and that is religion. So today I'm so glad to be here to talk more about this topic and how we as Black people must rise together and fight the scourge of mental slavery, because Bob Marley has reminded us, he said, he said, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. He said, while others can free the physical body, none by ourselves can free our mind. Brother Everest, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to a fruitful conversation.
Wow. Wow. Thank you very much. This issue about Donald Trump, you raised many topics here that have been bothering me. Donald Trump,
Mm-hmm.
well, I've been showing interest in Nigeria. He even called Nigeria a country of a particular concern, and a disgraced
Mm-hmm.
country, which is very right in that, in the sense that our so-called President Tinubu is unable to meet up his responsibility in tackling security in the country. The same
Mm-hmm.
time, the same Donald Trump that is complaining that Nigerian Christians are dying in the hands of Muslim terrorists, which is very, very true. It's at the same time
Mm-hmm.
blocking Nigerians from getting visa, blocking the very Nigerian Christians from being able to come to seek asylum in his own country. Is that not hypocrisy of the highest order? You claim to love somebody so much, you want to save them from death, but you cannot even use your own platform, your own country. I mean, many people have seek
Mm-hmm.
refugee status in America in the past. America used to be a country for all. They say God's own country or a free country.
Mm-hmm.
The Nigerian Christians that are dying every day, your embassy, you order them to deny them visa. Not only that, you place embargo that anybody that wants to apply for a visa to America should put a down payment of $10,000 or $15,000 as a, how did they call it? There's a particular name he call it. Either as a loan or
Bond.
something. Hereby,
Something
you have
bond.
not even paid your visa fee. You must have at least $10,000 to give to the American visa,
Yes. Yes, it's
American
bond.
embassy,
Visa bond.
in
Yes,
case a
visa bond.
bond, we call it a bond. In case you overstay your visa by just 1 second in America, that money is gone first of all before they will not deport you. Meaning, you don't even want to see any Black Christians. He did not even say Black Christians can come, Muslims cannot come. All Nigerians. He hates Africans, obviously, and with the
Mm-hmm.
way he's pushing this immigration, this ICE deportation in America, it's like this is what we kind of call a sort of ethnic cleansing, in the sense that he's
Okay.
trying to remove all the colored people, all the indigenous people from the country, leaving only white people. The same person that is
Mm-hmm.
kicking out all Africans, banning them, he allows white South Africans to come and seek refugee
Yeah.
status in America, meaning he loves white South Africans, but he hates Black South Africans and he hates Black Africans. It's obvious. If you cannot see
Mm-hmm.
this, the
Yeah.
person must be really, really blind.
Yeah. So
So
our people
Donald
must
Trump,
understand.
obviously, yes,
Yeah. Yes, our people. Yeah, I was trying to, like, you made a very serious. You raised a very salient point. You know, there is this doctrine in spirituality that states that as above, so below, as within, so
exactly.
without. People need to understand this. Nigeria, Nigeria is the America of Black people. America,
Mm-hmm.
the largest gathering of white people on earth. Now, a lot of
Yes.
people fail to understand that history, the same way the destiny of the white race depends on America as it is now. That is why they are trying to purge non-whites out of America. The
Mm-hmm.
destiny of the Black race depends on Nigeria. And that is why they are trying as much as possible to cripple Nigeria. Look, if Nigeria should fall based on terrorism, they know no West African country can be able to
Yes.
contain. And if you read through history, you understand that the major revolution, whether at home on the continent or in the Caribbean during slavery and colonization, during slavery, it was always led by people in West Africa, specifically Nigeria. If you remember during slavery, because of how Black people were very intelligent, and Nigerians were very intelligent, they used to come to Nigeria and pick slaves, and they will take them to the America, and they will merge this slave from Nigeria, a man with a slave from another woman, from another African country, to breed intelligent slaves. So Nigerians were extremely intelligent, so they know our capabilities. They know for a fact that if we get it right, there is no nation on earth that can be able to stand us.
Mhm.
So Donald Trump knows that this age that we are now, everybody is putting their race first.
Yes.
China's are saying that this is the age of the Chinese. Americans are saying America first. Iranians are saying Iran first. But we Black people, we are the ones that are not even putting ourselves first. We have been blinded, and all this is being blinded by religion. Whenever Donald Trump calls Jesus, our people
Mm-hmm.
fall flat, thinking that they have seen a Messiah. But we must understand one thing, that we are entering into a different world where in the next couple of years, if Black people especially in West Africa, and let me take you back, Mr. FS, to the Toussaint Revolution in Haiti in the 18th century. Do you know the Toussaint forgot this other gentleman, this gentleman that assisted in the revolution. I remember his name, and I remember I'll let you know. But Toussaint led the revolution in Haiti. This using African science, literally using
Yes.
African science, using voodoo. How did he do it? In those days, which countries were the superpowers? France, Spain, Portugal, and Toussaint Louverture in the 18th century led an army from majorly those slaves that led that revolt were majorly from Nigeria and Ghana. And these
Mm-hmm.
guys had no military training. They were able to defeat the French. They were able to defeat the Portuguese. They were able to defeat the Spaniard. So when people think that African Black people cannot actually win a war, it's a lie. They did this thing using African science. And we must understand that if we must win this race, we must go back to who we are, we must return to origin. We have
Exactly.
seen this in the 18th century. Uh, Haiti became the first republic on earth. It became the only country in the Western Hemisphere that abolished slavery. It triggered the Americans, and that is why the French refused to forgive Haiti till date. How dare them become the
Exactly.
first independent African republic in the Western Hemisphere? So we are a glorious people, but religion has reduced us to subhumans. You're talking about gods, right?
Yes.
Our people read the Bible. They read the Bible, but they fail to apply the principles there. I used to say that the Bible contains half truths and half lies. Now, when the Bible says that you are gods, literally speaking, you are gods. We are the gods of this planet. We are the
Yes.
ones to make things. Look, we have the capabilities. We are the gods. There is no God above the human being. There was a day I told somebody very close to me. I said, look, let me demonstrate that we are gods, and it's human beings that are running this planet and running this show. Who police a human being? It's not a human being. Who
Yes.
guides a human being from armed robbery? It's not a human being. Who
Mm-hmm.
bats a dead human being when a human being is dead? It's not a human being.
Exactly.
Who leads human being? Who create policies to who human beings? Is it not human beings? Who create laws to
Yes.
govern not human beings? Are we
Yes.
not gods? Are we not gods? What is it that our people must know? What do they really
I
want to
wonder.
know that not really being clear here that we are the gods that must take dominance of this planet. So it's hard we have to understand that. Yes, we might make use of Western technology or Eastern technology or Chinese technology, but we must not get entangled in their religions, way of life, and their culture. It is demonic. We must return to origin. Let me stop here for now. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I hope and I wish that many of our African people will get this message. This is what I've been trying to tell them on this channel. We are gods, but what kind of gods are we? The way and the rate at which Africans, especially Nigerians, take religion very seriously, especially the Christian and Islam religion, if we apply that to developing our country, working for ourselves instead of working for other people, I don't think any nation will be greater than us.
Yes,
Religion is our
you know,
serious thing
no,
in this
let me speak to
country.
that now.
Religion,
Yes, let me speak to
yes.
that as well. It's a very good point. How many times does a Muslim pray per day? More than five, six
Five
times, right?
times. Can you
Five
imagine?
times. Now, imagine channeling that energy into productivity, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was company that people go to companies 5 times to go and create product. So we have the energy, right? But the energy are invested in the wrong places. Look, we are
Wrong places.
not Christians. We go to church days a week. Turn those churches into factory. Look, I lived in Abuja. I have more than 4 churches surrounding me. Now, convert these churches to industries and
And
see
you have
in
four industries and people would already.
every industry, from industry. Tell me, how then do we cry for poverty? How then do we cry for poverty? We have You enter a street, you see people, the only beautiful house you find in that street is a church or a
The
mosque.
church. Can you imagine?
Now imagine if that was a factory. Now imagine, okay, 50 people praying in a mosque. Imagine having 50 people being gainfully employed by each mosque. I used to say that, look, if time shall come when we young Africans shall take control of this continent and we shall establish the same way we have NAFDAC that regulate drugs and food, we shall regulate
Yes.
religion. Look,
Exactly.
religion regulated in Africa, it is turning us into zombies.
You
Literally
are very,
speaking,
very
religion is
correct.
turning us into zombies.
Literally. Mhm. We need that. We
And
need to really regulate religion in this country, in Nigeria. There needs to be a regulatory authority or board on religion. Same way they did it in Rwanda, because it's really turning our citizens to idiots, to zombies. And it is
mm,
encouraging the proliferation of these pulpit bandits that call themselves men of dogs. The criminality of religion is too much right now,
mhm,
and nobody is seems to be doing anything about it. In fact, religion is
anything
out
about
of control in Nigeria. It's totally
out
out
of
of control.
control.
So something needs to be done.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I was like, imagine, I was saying, imagine if I was telling my brother, I said, if I can have my way, every church within 1 week within 1 week,
To be shut down.
I will tell, yes, I will tell them the only way you will open this church is when you call your members, do a fundraising and start a business together. Every church,
Mm-hmm.
you can come and, but that church, everybody in that church must be employed, and everybody in that mosque must be employed in a job, so that as you come to the mosque to pray, you know that you have a job after you are done praying. As you come to the
Mm-hmm.
church to come and pray, to know that you have a job after. We have a disaster in our hands, brothers and sisters. In the next five,
Yes.
look, the main danger is even Islam, in the north and from the middle belt.
Mhm.
Um, we have in the north alone, we have more than 50 million children that are out of school. Now,
Can
50
you
million,
imagine?
yes, that is
The one they
population of
call
Liberia.
Amajiri street
Yes,
childrens.
yes. This is more than the population of Liberia and Sierra Leone. And guess what? Guess the knowledge that these children are being fed on. Islamic knowledge that has zero economic
No
benefits.
benefits.
Now we are having potential 50 million terrorists in our hands to deal with. So
Exactly. Being groomed in
when
the
people
things they call madrasas, those schools they call madrasas, where they force them to indoctrinate them with the Islamic religion. You know the places now where they beat them to recite the old Quran, they torture
yes,
them, force them with cane to
yes,
recite the full, to recite the
indoctrinate
Hadith and
them.
the Quran, memorize it,
Mhm.
and turn them into zombies. It's very painful.
Yes. So we are having potential 15 million terrorists in our hands, and nobody is safe. Now, even those of us that are making progress to make the continent better, we are not still safe, because where will your children be when these guys grow up?
I wonder. You know the funny thing, our government is even spending money to build more of these madrasas, more of these Islamic schools for them. Our government
Mm-hmm.
is creating this terrorism, creating future terrorism.
Yes.
Can you
Mm-hmm.
imagine? Oh, it's very
And
painful.
this is it. That is why I said it's a technology that is used to cage the human, to really literally destroy. Religion is a drug, the highest opium that is meant to
Exactly.
cripple the human being.
Mhm.
I was telling my community, I said, look, our community, I said, let's be realistic. Why does Dangote, why Dangote is a Muslim? Why have you not seen the way Dangote carries religion? If Dangote wakes up in a day, he dedicates almost 90% of his time to his business.
Exactly.
If Mark Zuckerberg wakes up, he dedicates almost 90% of his time to his business,
Mm-hmm.
right? We as a community, if we must make progress as Black people, we must maintain and focus our energy, 90% of our energy in building businesses, because energy is the real currency. Your physical
Yes.
money that you hold is not currency. Your real currency is your energy, where you are investing your energy, because the universe gives you
Focus.
who you are. When you are investing your energy in the wrong places, in places that are not productive, the universe reflects it back to you. So the reason why, this is why I used to be people that are into religion. You want to know that religion is fake? Look at your life. Look at the
Mm-hmm.
life of, because it is what has gone into us that is reflecting in the society.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Yes. So we must change these dangers. Otherwise, just like you said, I don't know if it's just in Abuja, but the churches here are getting out of hand, my brother.
It's the
They are
same thing
getting
everywhere all over the country. Same thing everywhere in Delta State. The churches are becoming more, much more than the population itself. Everybody, every Tom, Dick, and Harry want to be a pastor. Every jobless youth want to be a prophet. This is why I say people want to become God.
mm,
It's a business, the God business. How to become God. Everybody in Nigeria, they have seen that these are our men of dogs. They are the ones that have real power, real freedom. When you are a pastor in Nigeria, it's like you are exonerated. You are the closest thing to God. You can do anything you like. You go around with entourage. You have people bowing down to you. People worship
mm-hmm,
you, see you as a
mm-hmm.
living deity. And when you commit crimes, you are treated with a kid's glove. You have money. People still see you as you. The people are so deep in religion that they see these men of dogs as untouchables. And they will tell you, touch, even when you complain about their excesses, you will see thousands of people coming online to attack you, saying, leave them for God, leave them for God to judge, touch not my anointed, do my problem. All this rubbish. Our people have been so indoctrinated, they are now moronic morons to the highest degree.
That's
How
also,
do we solve this
we are
problem? This is what I
we
want us
are
to talk about. Is there any remedy?
mm, well, the remedy is this: what we are doing right now. Our people need education. And Marcus Garvey said, if you read his book on philosophy, African philosophy, or it's one of his books that has to do with initiation, he said Black people must cultivate, if in order for us to decolonize our people, we must do the same thing that the colonizers have done. What did they do? They took their time with patience, they evangelized, they Christianized, and they commercialized. Marcus
Exactly.
Garvey said, Marcus Garvey said, there is no easy way, there's no easy path out of our solution. And people like
Yes.
you and I that are creating this awareness, we must not underestimate the power of our voice. Look, brother, what we are doing is very powerful. The universe records everything. So let's
Yes.
not take our voice for granted. Whatever we are seeing in this live session, take my word for it, is being recorded in the Akashic record forever and ever.
Exactly.
So
That is very
we are
true.
winning the war. We are winning the war. It might seem as if, I can tell you, my awakening out of religion came into full force in 2020. And I can tell you categorically that from 2020 till now, I was able to convert a lot of people from seeing the light against religion. They
Good.
thank me. They thank me. They say, wow, like that they see the light. Religion frees you from imaginary demons, imaginary enemies. Some of them
Mm-hmm.
that thought they were blessed. This woman is from Kaduna, Madam Blessing. She said, Ortyom, I thought I was possessed. I said, how? She said, when you started teaching me those things, and I got to understand that I was not possessed. She said she felt free. She felt free. She felt as if a demon left her. She said, ever that
Mm-hmm.
she very fully, she doesn't used to fight unnecessary battles. These are people that have been lied to think that they have spiritual husband, so they've been battling spiritual husband for a very long
Oh, they
time.
are alive. Can you imagine?
So when I came and told her that, look, it's a scam. There's no such thing as spiritual husband. It's what the man of God has planted in your mind. Your mind is the most powerful thing on this planet. And that is why when you go to them, the first thing they do is that they will tell you you have spiritual husband. And one thing with
Mm-hmm.
the mind is that whatever you accept,
It will become, it
because
will manifest it.
you manifest it. So, but when you if now I have to when my dad was alive, a man of God came to my house to come and pray. And when he came to our house, my sister that has never experienced any demonic stuff in her life, he said, this one is possessed by demons. I said, no, man, no, man, my sister is not possessed, man. I rejected it,
Exactly.
and I
Yes.
was like, this is how these people scam people. So by the time you say, oh, you start giving them chicken, you started giving them money. So we must continue to educate our classes like this. We must continue to have conversation. Our posts on
Mm-hmm.
Facebook, our videos on YouTube, they go a long way. We are planting the seed. Trust me, we are the ancestors that are planting the seed. Our voices are getting heard gradually, gradually, gradually. So there's no quick fix really to our problem. The first of it is education, 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 because I can tell you, people too are beginning to see the light. The
Yes.
awakening is going on if you pay attention. So some people that used to attack religion in the past, they're not looking at it now in a different way now. Like, look at this thing, it's just gonna be a scam, you know. So we are actually winning the war, and we must keep to the tempo. We must maintain consistency, because the white man was patient enough to evangelize our people and enslave them. We that want to free our people, we love with it because we have the love of our people in our heart. We must be patient with them and continue to evangelize them as well. That is how I see it. I don't know if you have anything to add to it. Thank you.
Yes. I totally agree with you. I have come to study that how do we solve this problem? Is by, they say, a problem shared, by the way, is half solved. We have already
Mm-hmm.
solved it out. The patience is really needed. I have seen
Mm-hmm.
many people talking about we need to march, protest. Some people have come to me to advocate violence. I say, no, no, violence is not the way to go. How do we do it? To be burning churches or to be attacking religious institutions or people at society? No, no, no. It's not the way to go. We'll end up becoming the things that we hate. We cannot go around
Yes.
violently or even attacking the white man. It will not work. What will work is
It's not.
the re-education, reintroduction of our historical heritage and spirituality. That is the only thing that I see that will liberate our people from the
Mm-hmm.
shackles of mental slavery and
Mm-hmm.
economic repudiation that is currently ongoing. And the worst thing is that we have so many of our brothers that are now working to just because they want to eat, they want to survive. They have not taken it to be an enemy of their own Africa. I'm not even talking about the white man now. What the white man does now, what Donald Trump is doing, how they treat us in Europe, is so obvious. It's now become the standard. Our people have to accept to be third-class citizens, to be play second fiddle when they go abroad so many times. We need to talk about the Africans that are here destroying Africans. We need to talk about the Fulani headsmen killing our people, kidnapping our people, the bandits, the Christian vampire pastors that are now in Nigeria perpetrating this crime. This is the number one problem now. This is why we need to raise this religion. And the thing is that the religion is creating more terrorists for us here, and nobody, the government is not seeing it like this. The ideology is a problem. We need to keep
Yes.
talking about it. We need to change it. That is why I've been doing this
Uh,
YouTube. But are they going to watch it? Many times I do the
you
channel, I
know,
see people don't watch it. When you talk about African spirituality, they have been made to believe that it is evil, it is demonic. They don't want to have anything to do with it, and they associate you with those people doing those ritual killings out there and all those evil secret society people. All this stuff. How do we differentiate the authentic African spirituality from those evil stuff happening out there? We have so many challenges facing us here. Our work is really cut out for us.
yes,
Many of us here.
yes, the thing is we must because our problem are enormous, and we must also have a multifaceted solution to tackling them, you
Mm-hmm.
see. And one of those ways is economic power, and that is what
Mm-hmm.
you know this gentleman from America, Henry Kissinger, he said, if you want to control a country, control their food supply. He said,
True.
if you want to control a continent, control their energy supply. And he said, if you want to control the entire world, control the money supply. And the
Mm-hmm.
Bible went ahead and said, money answered all things. Let me tell you, brother Ife, when the Jews, in quote, the first Jews were unalive in numbers in Germany by Hitler, when they recovered, what did they fix their mind on in order for them to rule the world? They fixed their mind on finance, because they knew that once you have finance, you can be able to achieve anything. And yes, those of us that criticize religion, we understand that this fight, it also needs funds. And when you have money, you can be able to influence policies. In fact, now, do you know that if we can really, really become wealthy by pushing for economic emancipation, we can be able to buy politicians, buy policymakers, and even buy soldiers that we can, because in other part
Exactly.
of Africa, this religion was forced on us. And if we must undo these things, we must take control of the money we must take control of money, and make sure, even if it means converting them by force, because in other parts we are converted by force. So for me, that is what we in TAC, in TACC, we are doing. I say, okay, let us build a monetary system, right? Let us build a
Mm-hmm.
monetary system that can empower Black people, because when we take control of the money, then look at it now. How did Tinubu win the presidency? He didn't win the presidency because he was the most qualified. He won because he
Mm-hmm.
had money. This gentleman bought funds, 100 million. How much was fund? 100 million
100
naira.
million.
He bought it for a lot of candidates have stepped down for it. So money, we must go after money as well. We must strive for economic and financial emancipation, because just like you said, how did the white man, even as much as he has left, the Black man is still controlling what the white man has left? Is because of this money, the money. So we must be able to also buy our people. I know my friend was with the Chinese, and he will always complain to me how they're being brutalized by the Chinese. And I told him that, look, my brother, do you know why the Chinese will disrespect you? It's because you are poor. He said
Mm-hmm.
the Chinese will be sending army up and down. I said, look, if you have money, you can also send commander soldier to go up and down for you.
Exactly. It's true.
These Chinese are not here. They are not superior to us because they are white. They are superior because they are wealthy. And that is why they can
Exactly.
command police, they can command army in our
Exactly.
countries. We must take it as a challenge because a people with money are a powerful force. Now, that is
Exactly.
the economic aspect now. And the aspect of government, we must understand, we must come to reality. Michael Jackson have told us this in the past. They don't care about us.
Yeah, exactly. It's true.
They don't care about
It's
us.
true.
And we must care about ourselves and we must stand up for ourselves. People think that savior, and that is again the problem of religion. Coming up, I was thinking that one day somebody will just come and save me out of my predicament. I was expecting a savior outside myself. That is the kind of mentality that religion has planted inside your mind, that you need a savior, and the savior would never come without letting you know that you are actually your own savior. So it
Exactly.
has to do with the approach has to be holistic. People have to understand that government and religious leaders are not their friends, that their only
Mhm.
friends, the only people that they have is themselves.
Yes.
And about the Fulani killings, this is what we have been saying, that is resources, and they are using religion to make sure they grab these resources. And you see, when Christians in Nigeria are calling on Trump to come and save them, then for a fact, America is also interested in our resources. Africa, we don't produce guns. There's no African country that produces guns. So where do these Fulanis get their guns and their ammunition from? These
I
people have
wonder.
RPGs. These people have sophisticated arms. We have work to do. So right now, I just want to tell our people, like, we must focus on building our financial capabilities. And I want to tell my
Yes.
audience here, please, let's not just be people, let's not just be Pan-Africanists that just speak. We must now start initiating solutions. And that is why I'm using this opportunity to invite you to our community. We usually have meetings. Come and listen to us. Come and listen to what we have to say. This is the age in which we have to join forces. We all need each other. Ubuntu, I am because you are. In this point that we are in
Mm-hmm.
history now, every black man needs another black man that is conscious. Every conscious black man now must connect with a fellow conscious black man. We need each
Exactly.
other. We don't need, we might not, everybody might not wake up. Among them, if we have just even 1 million people, 1 million strong black men that are awakened, we can shake the entire planet. 1
Exactly.
million awakened black people can shake this entire planet. So we must connect with each other, we must join forces, and we must work together with like minds. So
Exactly.
is this what nobody is coming to save us? Nobody is coming to save us.
Nobody.
We are our own,
Nobody.
and we are our own solutions. Nobody came and saved the Chinese. I used to read, and people will say, I read about the Chinese revolution during Mao Zedong. More than 100 million Chinese died because of hunger during the reign of Mao Zedong. So our
Exactly.
situation in Africa is not hopeless. We are not a hopeless people. We can rise. We can rise.
Yes.
But we must understand that religion is what is keeping us down. No human being can achieve his full potential, especially for a black man. Your DNA is not compatible with religion. Your DNA is
Exactly.
compatible with nature. So this is what we must start doing at this particular time. Thank you.
Thank you very much for this analysis. It's a very serious problem. We must keep talking about it. Then, in the part of
Mm-hmm.
technology, uh, before we can be able to create technology to improve ourselves, we must first decolonize our minds. I've been seeing
Yes.
some half-ass efforts, or let me not say half-ass. These people have genuine intentions, but they are always
Mm-hmm.
been failing. You will see sometimes some people, some Africans will come together. Let's build a project that we emancipate us from poverty. Let's build a project that we create this technology that will be on par with international level. But due to the fact that they're still controlled by religion, that project will never come to succeed. I have seen many people in Nigeria that have complained about racism, complained about discrimination, complained about, oh, we want to rise. Let's come together. Let's form this organization that is going to fight the Western influence. But these people forming this organization, they themselves are still having colonial mentality. Somebody that is a diehard Christian that goes to church every Sunday, even 3 times a week, believes that Jesus Christ is his savior. How can that person really fight for equality with the white people, with the Western world? It's impossible. It's impossible for you to be complaining against racism and discrimination. Then every Sunday you still go to church to give your money, time, and energy to that very system that is oppressing you. So when I see these organizations, NGOs coming up, the first thing I look is to identify the spiritual mentality of the people in that organization. If I see that the people there, they are still Christians, they are still going to church, they are still Muslim, I don't join anymore, because I know that that thing they are planning to do will never work. It will never work, because they have not been able to decolonize their mind. So I don't associate, I don't join up with those people. Before I join any organization fighting for equality or fighting for free, I study the mindset or the mentality of the people running that organization. There's this new platform that wants to come. I see them in Arise, Leke. I don't know if you have heard of it. They want to be like Nigerian Facebook. If you watch Arise, it's even the Arise news channel that is trying to bring this Leke, how will I say, like a Nigerian Facebook, a voice for all, voice for the voiceless. They'll see advertises every day if you watch Arise. It is supposed to take off 1st January 2026. They have been advertising this since last year for the last 6 months. We have been waiting for Leke. When are we going to get our own Nigerian Facebook? Because we know how our platform treat us. I know how YouTube and Facebook and they are treating Nigerians. But so far we don't have our own. And I believe that the people in that place, they have not been able to decolonize their minds fully. That is why their platform is not yet picking up. And also too, the enemies at the gates. Do you think Facebook is making a lot of money from Nigeria? YouTube is making a lot of money. Do you think that we want to have a rival that we take the market share from them? So our people need to think in a way that for us to rise,
let me speak to that.
Separate ourselves from Western influences in all spans.
Yes, our people need to understand that power is not given, it is taken.
It's taken.
And yes, and the thing is, especially our platform, our community, when I started promoting our about our community, about our project, and at the same time when I was criticizing religion heavily. You follow me? We are friends on Facebook. You see how I used to criticize
follow
religion.
you on Facebook regularly.
My friends, my family called me and said, "How can you be promoting crypto and be criticizing religion? That people will not that what I'm doing, people will run away from me." I was like, that is to tell you that what I'm doing is true. I'm really here to offer a solution. If I was here to defraud you, I would have done exactly what you wanted. I would have put suit here and tie and pretend like I'm a pastor. But for the fact that I come hard on the things that will make people hate me and I'm still pushing my product, it should tell you that we are here, we mean business. And I remember when I was in your life first here, you made a misstatement, and whenever I'm sometimes discouraged or down, I remember I wish to remember what you told me in your child. Brother, what you are doing is not going to be easy. You told me those things those days, and I always remember them. You say it's not going to be easy, and it is true. So
it's true.
You can't, a person that is enslaved by religion cannot really build something that is totally freeing for Black people, like literally speaking.
Exactly.
We need total decolonization. Like, we need to understand how the system works. We need to attack the system and beat it to its knees. And we cannot do that by having a colonial mindset. We cannot do that by
working with us, try to claim. I have experienced this physically here when I'm trying, even I'm A lot of people with colonial mindset want to come to me, want to come into African spirituality. They want to help. When you look at these people, you find that they're there to, at the end of the day, they will to pull you down, to take you backward, to
Mm,
destroy your progress. This is anybody that want to work with us must not have a colonial mindset. If not, they will destroy your goals and your dreams.
mhm,
This is one thing we must look out
mhm.
for. Very, very important.
Yes. Yes, it's just a truth. And our CEO happens to be from the Caribbean, Mr. Chief Abundance, and he understands perfectly, you know. In as much as our organization we have some kinds of now, this is what we are doing now in our organization, because we understand that if we cannot convince our people to change their mindset directly, we can actually use religion to make them come on board. Now, how do we do it? We let them know, look, and it is actually the what is written in the books. We use the books. So, for example, when I was in Ghana last year in 2024, I went to churches preaching TAC, TACC. And what I used to do is that I tell them that look at the book of Ecclesiastes. It asks you to invest,
Mm-hmm.
you know, asks you to. So we're not using those passages now that matters, invest your money in. So, and we're trying to do that. We are trying to bring them on board gradually, on body. So our people, in trying to bring our people on board, we need to prepare. Is tactful. You need to be tactful. It's not going to be easy
Exactly. Very
because
tactful. Very, very tactful.
you
Bringing
you
them
know
on board.
epigenetics. There's what you call epigenetics.
Mm-hmm.
Epigenetics is human beings do not just inherit looks from their parents. Like we don't just take our parents' physical appearance. We take what their beliefs, their ideas that have been passed down from
Exactly.
generation to generation.
Passing
These are
their
our ideas.
traumas, their pains, their successes, their
Yeah.
struggle. Mhm. Some people inherit all those. Very few people
Yes.
can block all those as well. Very few people.
Yeah, and those of us that have done that, we have to just keep on educating our people, doing the job. It's
Mm-hmm.
not going to be easy, but somebody has to step in the gap and just do it. And this is just the time. There's no better time for Black people to get it right. When look, if we don't stand up now, Mister, if you take my words, if we are alive in the next 20 years, we are going to see racism more blatant, because by then, now, do you know majority the reason why Trump is having major support in the US, because most of his fan base are uneducated class, are uneducated.
Yes.
You get it?
Those white and rednecks that are there.
Thank you.
Very
They are uneducated.
conservative and close-minded, racist, white people. The ones that we like to call white trash. They
Thank you.
believe that the
So these are the
immigrants are
people.
their problems.
Thank you.
Mhm.
So these are the people. These are the people that Donald Trump is empowering, and he will empower their children. In the next 20 years now, these children will grow up with white supremacy in their heart, sponge
Mm-hmm.
white supremacy in their heart, and they will continue their agenda. So this is time for us to make sure that we also put our house in order. We must put our house in
Yes,
order. I don't know,
exactly.
Mr. If you are in Delta State, and I would like to maybe visit Delta State one of these days. We have to canvas, because in the area of spirituality too, there are some things that we need to start. Look, we have to start going practical. We have to start, like, we need to start making sure that we fix this society. It is up to us. We are the gods.
This is what I've been discussing with one of my friends here. We need to be organizing conferences from time to time, youth conferences,
Mm-hmm.
or organizing it. Maybe we'll book an hotel, call people, then we'll talk. We talk about
Mm-hmm.
African spirituality. We share knowledge. We create a kind of awareness. We need to be doing it on a regular basis because our government will not do it for us. None of these our
Mm-hmm.
criminal politicians will do it for us. And certainly, it is not our traditional institutions that are also corrupted to the core. It's only we youths that can emancipate ourselves for ourselves by ourselves. So I've discussed this with some people, but we're having many challenges. We are still trying to work around those challenges. It's not easy standing against the grain. I know the
Yeah.
opposition I see, enemies, I know the attacks I see on this little YouTube I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing. A lot of people,
Mm-hmm.
especially the so-called Christians, fake family members, evil people, they send, it's like they're on a mission to come and disturb, to come and prevent you from achieving your goals. According to Malcolm X, say when you walk in to help the black man, you help him to walking, you help him there with one hand, you use the
Yeah.
other hand to be fighting them off at the same time that want to stop you.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm facing here. So it's really
No,
interesting.
it's yes.
This is where we
No,
are.
you're right. You're right. It's not actually easy to go against
It's
the
not easy.
wind.
Oh. Yes,
It's
it's
rewarding.
not easy. The war.
Yes.
And we are caught
Yes.
out for it. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And that is what the battle, and that's not we are choosing because we are the real soldiers. Soldiers are the ones, people think that soldiers are the ones holding gun, but no, people that are going against society are the real soldiers. It's not
Speaking
easy to
and
go against
standing for the
society because
truth. The truth is a weapon.
hey,
Nowadays, I've discovered people run from the truth. People literally
mm-hmm,
run from the truth. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to see it. They want to remain stupid. They want to remain under the fig leaf of religion. They want to remain where they are. You will see adults, when you talk about African spirituality history, I would have first that I wish you see grown-up men that are very muscular. They will just pay for their drink. They will just leave the place. They will be running away from. They don't want to hear it. Before you know, you be with the one sitting alone. Everybody have left you. They don't want to listen. They want to hear about football, sporty bets. They
mm,
want to hear about the latest shenanigans out there. They want to talk about women, women anatomy, and sports. But the thing that will liberate them, they don't want to know it. They want to talk. They don't want to know anything about their history, about their spirituality, about their importance, about their. They don't want to know. They just want to party and
it
party
was,
and
it was, yeah, it was Dr.
party.
Umar Johnson. Dr. Umar Johnson said that when the real revolution begins, it's not every black man that will make it.
No, not
There are
every
some
black
people.
man.
He said some. As a matter of fact, he apologized. He said some people will have to just.
Then we have to go. Then we have to go. I've seen this. So what we uniting, we must unite with the right people. Not
Mm-hmm.
everybody, people that really know about African history, about African spirituality. Many people will pretend now. One thing you notice now, African spirituality is getting awareness. So some people are now like it's cool to identify. They just want to identify. I have that issue here, just to see if they
Mm,
can get any remedy to give them something. Many of them will say, oh, they want to
mm,
price African spirituality. They are interested to look for spell on how to make money for themselves, how to do so, how if I can learn something that I'll be making money, or I can maybe get laid, that kind of thing. That
mm,
is the real reason, but not that they want to help Africa, not that they want to push the knowledge.
mm,
They are coming like, what's in for me? That is how a lot of people, and it's like it's getting cool now to identify with African spirituality. We see people
mm.
rocking cowries, necklace, rocking and traditional stuff, and trying to claim that they
But,
are waking.
but
Many
the
of them
mind,
are coming out
but the
and
mind
doing
is not.
videos. But deep down, how many people are actually in the struggle, talking, doing the work? Very few of them. Many of them are just for show. I
Yeah.
call them spiritual content creators. Many of them are on
Yes.
YouTube. You will see them
Mm-hmm.
tell you we have this, we have no, 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 no. What the knowledge, the mind. We need to go into the minds of our people. We need to
Yeah.
rejig that mind. How many of them are talking about this? Many of them will come in superstitious belief. Just take this one, all your problem will be solved. Take this. No, 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 no. You cannot be taking this one where you solve your problem, where you see going to church to promote this white supremacy system, where you cannot speak up for your rights, when you still waiting
Mm-hmm.
for somebody to come and save you. We cannot work like that. No, no, no. We need to
Yeah.
take the initiative.
No,
We need to be
you're
down to
right.
earth.
Yes.
Mhm.
My look, made a song. He said, "Not every black man is my brother, and not every white man is my enemy." To be honest,
Exactly.
uh, there are some white people that are even more awakened than black people. Now, in fact, there are some white
Yes.
people that feel even more anger towards colonization than even white people. There are some people that they are just
Mhm.
white, but they are black inside. And there's some people that are
Yes.
just black outside, but they are white
And they
inside.
are white inside at the same time.
So, in this struggle that we are now, we must understand that it's not every black man that will make it. Like, not even,
Yes.
we have to make sure we choose the best. In those days in ancient Kemet, when they choose the initiate, you don't just choose anyhow somebody because it was a responsibility of power that was handed over to you. The initiates
Mm-hmm.
were people that they were choosing carefully, and we must do the job of emancipating Africa. We must apply
Yeah.
that same method of choosing initiates, like people that really, really want to decolonize, not people that just want to
Dedicated.
wear, yes, they wear cowries and they think that is African spirituality. They wear cowries and they go to church. Some of them wear cowries, they will still wear cross. What kind of bush
Exactly. This is
confusion?
what is raining now. There's one funny necklace that I'm seeing, a cowrie necklace with a cross at the end. It's a very funny necklace now. I don't know how the person is trying to balance African spirituality and Christianity together. That is what is trending now. That necklace is now becoming popular. So at least they have not half. Maybe it's a good thing they are waking up small, small. The balance
Mm.
carries and cross together. Now the rain. Very funny.
So it's interesting. It's interesting because no, we are the ones that will do the job. We are the ones that are choosing for this task.
Mhm.
And while our voices might be lonely, we must understand that we are being heard in the spirit. Literally, we are being heard in the spirit. The universe is taking
Yeah.
record of our activities, and the awakening is going mainstream. A lot of things are happening, and we must stay consistent. People wake up, it's just a matter of time. In at least in our lifetime, we'll be able to see some level of Africans that are awakened. We are seeing them, like literally, we are seeing them. They are beginning to like look at it from another perspective, like I
Mm-hmm.
know one of the things that one of the main reasons why they are still in doubt is because of poverty.
It's true.
You know, if they can be economically empowered, trust me, they won't. Okay, what is it that you pray for? I'm supposed to have a live session with you last night, right? But there was no
Yes.
electricity,
Can you imagine?
you know? So these are some of the challenges that the black man would think are spiritual. In fact, people,
Mm-hmm.
if I was a Christian, I would have been praying for light that, oh God, please,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, make sure that, but I have to face reality that, look, this light is not coming back. So, and this is why you will see people who are very religious, when they travel outside the country, they go there, in Nigeria here, you pray for health, you pray for good health, you pray for good,
Exactly.
you pray
Security.
for electricity. You go there and these things are in abundance. Like, what is
No need to
happening?
pray.
So our politicians and our pastors are one coin with different sides. Keep the people
Mm-hmm.
poor, pump them with fear. Government will take their tax and the church will take their tithes. It's all business, brothers and sisters. It's all business.
It's true.
It is what it is, you know.
It's a shame. It's a shame. Religion and politics go hand in hand in Nigeria. The politicians need the pastors to keep the people distracted while they are stealing them blind. That's why you see them. They don't, when pastors commit crime, they are not really persecuted. They have their people. They know all the governors. They know everybody. They will just make a call and leave that man is working for me. This is election year in Nigeria. You will start see all the criminal politicians go to all the churches to campaign, and they will give envelopes to these pastors. Pastors will even tell you who to vote for. I've seen it many
Mhm.
times where our daddy Gios will tell their congregation, vote for this one. They will use quotes to tell you openly, vote for this. There was one time, one pastor is Pastor Mubakana, because Peter Obi did
Mm,
not give him money. He said that Peter Obi will never win the election, and he was right. That who want to win Nigeria election must give people money, must
mm,
bribe, must be ready to bribe. Peter Obi did not bribe him, because Peter Obi did not
mm.
bribe him. It's true. The one that was able to bribe won the election. It's
Yes,
clear.
that's what I'm saying.
You go
That's
to
what
the
I'm
church, you
saying.
give them
It's going
envelope,
down the
money for
money.
hand, back for grand. They get your money. They tell their members, I have 50 million members across the country. You want my members to vote for you? This is what you will give me. And they give them that money, and they tell the members, tell the apostles, tell people to vote for this man. They will even mobilize bosses in the church to make sure that their members vote for the candidate that gives them the highest money. I've seen this
Mhm,
happen many times. So
mhm,
we see that this really, nobody is going to heaven. It's just a scam. The pastors there
mhm.
are God. They want to
So,
become gods. It's a business, the God business, selling of gods. If I can sell my God to a lot of people, I become more powerful. This is what is going on. Same
It's
pastors that
Ponzi
are
scheme.
claiming that there is God, they are going around with bulletproof cars, with DSS, with security, high level security, with an entourage. And the
Mm-hmm.
same time, they're selling stickers and bangles of themselves to their members for expensive, for 20,000 naira, 50,000 naira. So that if you wear this bangle, no evil can come to you. You wear this bangle, nobody can kidnap you. You wear this bangle, the invader will be at bay. The how will
Why?
they call it?
One
Why
of
they
them
don't
was
create,
even
if
caught
the
with a gun.
bangle is really working, why do they have to employ security to go around with them? Why don't they create like 20 bangles in one hand and 50 bangles in the other hand if it's really working? You see, and the people
Is
still see this nonsense and they still buy the bangles. They still follow this. It's about becoming God. What kind of
mm,
God? I tell one of my, what kind of God are you worshiping? You are worshiping the God of men.
mm,
Divine God does not do like this. And they still don't see this, but we will keep talking to them. We cannot just stop talking
mhm.
to them. We
Yes,
can't stop talking.
we must be patient with while we evangelize them, and uh, keep on knowing that the assignment was given to us by the ancestors, and it's a
Mm-hmm.
duty. It's a duty, and
Mm-hmm.
we are the old souls that have returned to fix and put things in order. And for the
Yeah.
fact that we are a few minority that are shouting and waking people up, is actually a good place. Like it's an honor. It's an honor to serve. It's
It's
not.
an honor
It's
to say,
not.
but I said that here. We are
Yes.
the, I think of the film of Terminator, how
Mm,
Sarah Connor and they're fighting against the evil, and we say if you are hearing this voice, this is the resistance. It's like, well, you're fighting against something that
yeah.
is like very, very large, hard there. The system. Some people will tell you that what you haven't doing is impossible. One of my friends
Mm,
told me that I'm just like a grain, my voice is like a grain of sand
no.
in the ocean,
No.
that if we can't make
No.
any impact, that
No.
nobody will
No.
even take this.
They
I'm
don't
just wasting my
understand the
time.
quantum world. They don't understand the
Uh-huh.
quantum world. They don't understand the quantum world.
Mhm.
If you understand the quantum world, they will know that there's no difference between you and him. Literally, whatever you say here, whatever we are saying here is being said on the entire universe. Whatever we are saying
Yes,
here being said on the entire is being recorded on the entire universe. So is space is an illusion. Time is an
yes.
illusion. Whatever we are saying here, the thing is, the universe is like when you drop a cup of an
Drop
empty
of
cup in the tap
ripples.
that
He send
yeah,
ripples into time and space. Send
yes,
ripples and it
I know.
vibrates.
Thank you. And also, when you keep a cup of an empty cup in a tap that is dropping one, it's
Mm-hmm.
the water is dropping one. You might think that water is not making impact, but if you go out and come back, you will see that cup filled up, even even throwing out. It's the same thing. Each message we put out there, each word we speak out there, it contribute in the spiritual awakening. It's being recorded. So when people say those things, they don't know what they are saying. They don't know what they are saying. If they are telling us those things to discourage us, to keep make us keep quiet.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. To discourage you, let
Yeah.
you know that you are not making any impact, or what you are doing does not matter. You should just give up, find something else
Mm,
to do, or join them. Most times they will say, come
yeah.
and join us, expressing yourself.
Mhm,
If you can't beat them, join them. That kind of type thing. Why don't you just, many people will say, why don't you just become a pastor? And then if you're enjoying, you envying these pastors too much. They have lost access to women. They have this. Just become one of them and relax. All your problem will be solved. People have told me that as well. With your knowledge, you become a pastor, and your church will be very big. I get that a lot.
mm,
And I say, yes, it's
mm,
true. My church will be very big. I'll have all these things. I will even have bigger church than most of these people that are out there now. But that is not my calling. This is not who I am. I am not after those material things. I am here for the real
mm,
truth. I am here because of the ancestors. I am here to make a difference, to transform, to stand for what is right, and to make Africa a better place. This is what we are going to be doing afterwards. So we just need
yes.
to keep being here.
Yeah.
So it's not easy, oh, I have to tell you,
No, it's not.
but
It's
we are
not.
moving forward. We
Yeah.
are now in the
It's not.
so-called 2026. We are waxing stronger.
Sure.
Many people are now seeing the evils of religion little by little, and we'll be here. I tell
We'll
my
be
friends
here.
that within the next 10, 20 years, a lot of people will pull out of religion. And when they finally wake up, by then they would have been seriously battered and brutalized, taken advantage of by
I
these
will,
men of God. They would have tried
and
so
they'll be
many
the ones.
churches.
I
Yes,
will not be the ones that they will come to for
we'll not be the
guidance.
ones telling them the truth that we have been waiting for you all along. What took you so long? Me, before I left religion, I went to so many churches. I was one time a preacher, all these things that I passed through. I was born into religion. I was born
Mm,
and bred in religion. I passed through all the disappointment, all the lies, all the trials and retribution. But my breakthrough came early for me. Because when I went abroad, that I was 31 years. I started seeing that the countries I was going to, they were not religious countries, and everything was working well. I went by way of Egypt, India,
mm,
and Malaysia, Thailand. Later, I settled in Thailand for about 7 years. I went to Korea, Laos, Vietnam, and all that. I discussed countries. They are not Christian countries, but everything is working well
mm,
for them. What is the problem with us in Nigeria that is praying from morning till night and nothing is working? That was when I started questioning the religion, that there's something wrong. It's either something is wrong with us or something is wrong with the
mm,
religion. That was when I
mm.
discovered the truth about the Christian religion, and I traced the history of Africa
And
all the way back.
I would like to, what you just said here, right? I would like you to please maybe like give me a write-up of it. Then if I want to post this video, I'll post it. I will say I want to make a video. I will say please watch this video I've done today with Mr. Ife, who writes to who has been to various countries and has saw how these countries are not Christians and how the countries were working, and how when he came back to Nigeria, he decided to like, no, I have to go against religion. I would just like you to give me the names of those countries so that
Yes,
by the time you send me the
I've
names,
said it many times on my videos, but I can never get tired of telling this story because it's my life,
mm-hmm,
part of my life history. It's my life history. It's what really
mm,
happened. When I went to Egypt, the place
mm,
was very, very developed. There was light, it was beautiful, and the people are Muslims. I was shocked. I was thinking that we that pray every day, fast, and our country, we are supposed to be better than them. But these people, they are not
mm,
Christians. Everything was working fine. I went to India, I see the Hindu people. They are not Christians. The country is well all that. Even though they have poor people, everything seems to be working. The system seems to be in place. Here in Nigeria, we don't have a
mm,
working system. That is one of the problems. They claim to have
mm,
a system. The system doesn't really work. It works against you. It works for
mm,
you if you are rich
mm,
and wealthy, but it works
mm,
totally against you if you have nothing. I went to
mm,
Malaysia. These people, nothing like Christianity there. Is their own Islam and their Chinese and spirituality. Everywhere is shrine. Malaysia is very,
mm,
very developed. Very, very. Even their capital city, Kuala Lumpur, you will not see one single electric pole. Everything is underground.
mm,
And yet, these people, they are not
mm,
Christians. I said, we that
mm,
pray every morning at all the old churches from Deeper Life, Believers World, Love World, Redeem, Catholic Church, Baptist, Anglican, Methodist, all the rubbish and all the millions of mushroom cacophony out there. Well, our country is very, very not right. Power failure is still rampant. Criminality, kidnap, it is going worse every day. All these prayers, it's like the God don't listen. Our Nigerian God, you need to listen to them. When did they have? You see the
mm.
words every day. We just deceive ourselves again and again and again and again. People that don't pray, common sense. How do we apply this common sense? When you tell them, say, no, wait, it's God, it's because of their prayers, since I've not gotten so worse. Them keep telling you this, that God, we need to hope on God, we need to pray more, it's all a lie. We need to come out and
Mm,
speak for the truth. We need to work more. We need to hold our leaders accountable. This is what will give
mhm.
us a better country. Nothing more, nothing less. All these other countries
Yeah,
that are
that's fine.
doing well, it is working for them. It is
Working
what
for them.
they are not prayerful like us. They don't waste time in those ceremonies. Even when you see church, if they don't tell you this is a church, you will not know. They don't have speakers outside that will be disturbing
Mm,
the whole community because they are praying other people should not sleep. Their speakers are inside. Once you shut the door of the church, nobody will hear one noise from outside that church. Only people inside will know what is going on. But here we have the so-called Pharisees, the Muslims. We put a big speaker that we say call to prayer. They will pray 5 times a day. They are still where they are.
That is not
Child,
it's like a
child bride, child marriages, pedophilia is very, very rampant in Nigeria. It's a culture among the Muslims. When you come to Christians, lying is the culture among the Christians. Christians, they will tell you in church, you can scam people, you can kill people, you can take people's money. As far as you pray to Jesus to forgive you, you give pastor money, you are forgiven. Vicarious savior. The people you scam, you took the money from, they cannot, are they not the people you're supposed to ask for forgiveness? You will not be asking a third party for forgiveness. It doesn't make sense. We're just deceiving ourselves left, right, and center. The criminality here, the corruption here is too much. And they say heaven, they still want to go to heaven. I tell one of my videos, I think heaven is real place. I don't even want to go there. It will be a very stinking place. Because the foul creatures that I see here, I don't want to spend eternity with all these men of dogs. I don't want to spend eternity with the likes of them, Mufufufiki and Mercy Land and those Debayos and those. I don't want to be where those criminals are. Those believers love word liars. If it's real, I don't want to be with where all these dirty people are. I will not. I would rather stay alone in a hut than go and spend eternity with all these criminals. I cannot do that. I don't want to go. Keep your heaven to yourself. I know them now. We just see them.
I was told by when I was approached by somebody, and the person asked me, he said that I'm talking against Fulani killings in Nigeria. What will happen if I'm giving a billion naira not to talk about Fulani killings again? And I told him, I said, what? I want to clarify something. I love money, but I don't love money for the sake of loving money to just take 1 billion and just go and just buy conscience and then sit down. No.
And look the other way.
I want money as a weapon, because money is a weapon. Imagine if I'm a billionaire today, I can crush religion. Literally.
Yes.
I can. Yes. If we're a billionaire, Mr. Ife, if me and you are worth $10 billion, trust me, we can crush religion in Nigeria. We can crush it through policy.
Yes.
So that is the kind of money I'm seeking. And that is what I told the person. I said, I can't take 1 billion naira and then just go and sit down. And then nobody is hearing me speak it out again. When even issues that affect human beings are being, I mean that I cannot stand injustice. And then I take 1 billion naira and then I keep quiet. Like, I can't even do that. But
you just sold your conscience there now. What is the point of what we are doing?
So we must understand that, look, we are seeking the money, yes, but the money must be used as an instrument. And this is what, again, it all boils down to the corruption of our society.
Yes.
Money is not in the hands of wrong people. And money should not be in the hands of wrong people. Money is a responsibility, it's like a gun. Not every people who, if somebody who does not have a skill is worth $1 million naira, society should investigate them. That is a weapon. Like, we are just taking things for the other day. I saw a video of 15-year children, 10-year-olds were just spraying money in a pool. And I was like,
can you imagine
what is happening here? So it's crazy that my younger brother will always ask me, he will say, is there hope? And I'll tell him, yes, there's hope. No, our situation, we can change. Look, what does not happen in 10 years can happen in 1 day.
Exactly.
Can happen in 1 day. So it's really your awakening experience is really, really amazing. In my own case, my awakening was like, I was like, because I also study philosophy, but I began to like, I was like, this man of God, how can a man of God be having private jets, schools, and has a university that, because I benefited from the university, from public university, and I know the benefit of education. I was like, how can a pastor have a school that people, even his members, cannot attend? I began to question those things. I said, no, this is not the way of the gospel. You know, it can't, you can't, no, 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 no. So I was like, no, no. And I started going hard on religion. I started going hard. I said, no, my mates started coming against me. My mate that we studied philosophy together, we studied philosophy together in school. They started coming against me heavily that I should not allow philosophy derail me. Oh. I should not allow philosophy to play with my mind. Oh. Remember, I will die.
Mm.
And I told them, they say, they said, remember, Socrates was a philosopher and he died. With all his wisdom, he died. Aristotle was a philosopher and he also died with all his wisdom. And I told them, I said, Abraham died. Moses died.
Yes,
Even your
they all
Jesus
died as well.
died.
Yes,
So
they all died.
everybody will
All of
die.
us are going to die. Nobody can escape death. None of us will survive. So,
So don't scare me about that. Don't scare me about that.
mhm.
You know, and I didn't stop. I didn't stop. And for me, it has been a struggle and it's rewarding. And I will not stop, because we are really the slavery mindset is affecting us. It's affecting our productivity,
Seriously.
and it's keeping some of us that are even enlightened.
Mhm.
It's as if you are like a you are somebody with one eye in the midst of 100 blind people. How can you live? You
Exactly.
have only one. It's a difficult situation, but
Yes, so seriously.
we can do it.
Well,
Like
we
we
can do
just
it
have to be
too.
patient with
Yes.
people. We can
We're
do it, and
already
we'll do
there.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah, so people think I was reading about this history of slavery between Germans and Britons. And do you know that the Germans complained that British were not good slaves? Can you
Mhm.
imagine? Yes, the Germans said that Britons were not good slaves, that they are too lazy. But when the British woke up from their slavery, from their sleep, they enslaved more than 25% of the world. And what did they say? They said the sun shall never set on the British Empire again.
Yes,
We can do this thing too. We can do this. We
it's
can
possible.
rise. We can rise.
So we'll do that. We'll keep on with the work, with the awareness campaign, and we're going to build our own prosperity. So I'm very happy about this. I want us to be talking about issues concerning ourselves. Maybe we should be doing this at least once a week.
No
Uh,
problem.
we have many topics to be talking about. We see topics every day. Things are popping up all around the world, and most of the
Mm.
times people make policy at one side of the world. It's affecting us here. Same thing. We talk
Mm.
about the ripple effects. We too can be also
Yes.
doing that, creating that approach. And
Mm-hmm.
also too, we need to focus on building wealth for the African people.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
admire the work you have been doing with the Abundance Community Coin and how it is going. It's not an easy task, but it has been here. The coin has been here for
Yeah.
more than 10 years. I would like you to throw
Mm.
more light about it. A lot of people don't know about TACC till now. It still doesn't have
Mm-hmm.
a enough awareness. They only know about Bitcoin in this my place. They only know about USDT. I want you, before
Mm-hmm.
we go, just tell them about the importance of TAC, how long TAC have been, why they should consider TAC as an alternative, and the benefit of TAC. And we'll talk about the BNB chain and what
Mm.
we can benefit from it. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. So, TAC, the Abundance Community Coin, was created in 2019, where this year by November we'll be approaching 7 years.
Okay.
And we are a progressive community. Our membership is heavily concentrated in Africa and the Caribbean. It's basically an Afro-Caribbean initiative, but we have Black population in virtually all countries of Europe and even in North America and even in Africa here. Now, over the years, we have built resilience, we have built trust, and we have built a very solid community. Our community are very passionate and they are committed. We used to have, because I speak to you now, we usually have Telegram section where we share ideas, we share progress every blessed day by 8 p.m. Every day we used to do that. And we are doing this to create
Okay.
to create more awareness, to create resilience. So, what is the Abundance Community Coin? The Abundance Community Coin is basically a cryptocurrency. And how did we create this? Why did we create this cryptocurrency? It's because we understand that, when I started this section, I said technology is one-way street. It only goes forward, it can't go backward. I started
Mm-hmm.
using Facebook in 2010. And back then, I was not having a mobile phone. I'm this guy that I'm very curious by nature. And it's the same Facebook that I'm using till date. If you check my Facebook, you will see that
Mm-hmm.
I've opened in 2010.
Okay.
And I was like, people were like, I was listening to Facebook. I was like, what is this Facebook? What is this Facebook? And I now looked for some money. I went to a cyber cafe and I bought time for 1 hour. And I started surfing about Facebook. And I registered Facebook. Now, around that time, one Bitcoin was around probably 11 kobo or 11 naira thereabout, if I'm not mistaken. If somebody had just told me about Bitcoin in 2010, I know myself I would have got engaged in it because I love technology. Like I love to navigate technology. But nobody told me about Bitcoin. So as I speak to you now, one Bitcoin is around $86,000. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's around close to 90 million naira. Something that was around 15 naira in 2010. It's
Can
now
you
around 90
imagine?
million naira. So now Bitcoin has gone beyond the reach of an ordinary person. So we are saying that because and this is the currency of the future. Remember, the future is AI. The internet is the future. Internet has leveled the
Mm-hmm.
playing ground, empowered more people. We met on the internet, me and you, and the internet has made it possible for me and you to interact. So, and
Yes.
we can never go back to not using the internet. So, and the next
Mm-hmm.
currency of the internet is cryptocurrency. And we have said that okay, we cannot continue being users in this space. When technologies like Twitter came out, Facebook came out, Telegram, Instagram, it none of this the technology is owned by all. We're just discussing about an app that is being created by Nigeria now to replace Facebook. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so the same thing that we are doing in tech. We are now creating a platform where this cryptocurrency, we have other white people, we have even Jewish in our community, but our concentration is we have Indians, we have Chinese, we have people from Hong Kong, but our concentration is mainly black population worldwide because majority of black people are not holding Bitcoin, they're not holding Ethereum, they're not holding USDT, they're not holding any of those coins. We want to empower people, even if it's just 10 coins, just buy it and hold, you know, buy it and hold. This is the future. We just want black people to hold a crypto that is a gift that we want to give to our brothers and sisters. That
Yeah.
look, this is the industry of the future. And if we must control the narratives, if we must have influence on this planet, we must have a control of money. And the money of the future is cryptocurrency. So in the future now, when time comes now, and the same way now, when we are being restricted on TikTok, sometimes we're being restricted on YouTube, sometimes we're being restricted on Facebook. It's the same thing in the future now. We might be being restricted or being having some hurdles in using these cryptocurrencies. We can be
Yes.
manipulated because it is not created, and this is what we must understand. TACC is the only cryptocurrency that is created in the image of black people. There is no
Yes, sir.
cryptocurrency in the market that is created in the image of black people. None. There is no cryptocurrency in the market that speaks to the struggle, history of black people except TACC. So it is created in our image, and in order for you to have real power, you must create something in your own image.
Exactly.
So is this is what we are trying to do in the abundance community, and this is what we have been doing, and we are very committed. Look, if you have times any of these days, just I'll send you a link to come to our Telegram section. It's 8 p.m. We do it every day. You will hear how we
Okay.
exchange ideas, you will hear how we push the struggle, you will hear how we'll be making progress, you hear from various countries on how this, from Jamaica to Antigua to St. Lucia to US to Ghana to Nigeria. You will hear how we're making progress in making sure that we put these coins in the hands of our people. Now we're having a mass adoption from now to 2030. We're trying to onboard close to 130 million people, and these people are
Wow.
black people. Yes. So
130 million people.
yes, people. That's our plan because in cryptocurrency space, it is better for 130 million people to hold one coin each than for one person to hold 130 million coins. It's
Yes, you're
about
right.
So in the sense that you cannot have people who manipulate the project, who take control of that. So in
Exactly.
cryptocurrency, it is the numbers that matter. So whenever I come to platform like this, I'm not looking for crowd. I'm just looking for a few committed people, few awakened souls who can truly work together and create this world. We need to join forces, brothers and sisters. We need each other. This is the age of Ubuntu. We must put each other first. We must love each. Those of us that are awakened and are preaching religion, this is time for us to unite because we are not many
Yes.
and we are an endangered species, and we must be intentional in building our lives and our future. So,
Yes.
if we are currently registered in Burkina Faso, we're registered in Nigeria, we're registered in Ghana, we're registered in Antigua and Barbuda, and we are basically expanding. Nigeria will be one of our major markets. In our CEO is also planning to visit Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea is around Australia there. But
Okay.
around that Papua New Guinea, there are black people there. And if you after this
Yes.
section, you can just read about Papua New Guinea. There are black people there. So and they are very active in that community, very active in that community. So our CEO shall be going there maybe sometimes this year. It's a very far place, 20 hours by plane. So, but
I
we
know that
have a very mhm.
active
So we are
population there.
yeah. So we are really trying to expand. We expand, and brothers and sisters, in the next 5 years, the cryptocurrency space is going to become so big. It's going to become so big, and it's going to become the next hot cake. So we black people must take advantage of what is ours or in what has been created in our image. So for further inquiry, I'm always saying, like you said, we shall be doing this maybe once in a week. I'm always here and for us to share ideas, solutions, and help our people grow. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you. I'm very, very grateful and delighted. And it's very wonderful. I actually want our people to get this awareness about tech because it's something that's going to benefit a lot of Africans. It's something that we level the playing field, especially in terms of financial capacity, economic emancipation, and liberation. So we need to spread the word. We need to be talking about it. We need to be showcasing it. So it's something that we must all take into consideration. And we also need to spread the message of the evils of religion as well. So I thank you very much for coming on the show today. Very delighted, very grateful. And I wish you a very wonderful day. It's an honor, actually.
You too.
We need to keep keeping the fire burning, uh, standing against this negative impact. And we need to keep talking to our people. We can never stop talking to them. We must keep talking to them as fast as other evil people, the evil pastors are talking to them, we need to keep telling them the dangers of what they are getting into. So I'm very grateful. And of course, I'll see you next week. And for those people, I've read, I don't know if you are aware of my new book, Ancient and Sacred
Okay.
Yoruba Spirituality. This is the first book about
Okay.
Yoruba spirituality from my tribe. As big as Yoruba people,
Okay.
nobody don't write any book on Yoruba spirituality before. Can you imagine? This is the
Hmm.
first one. I will get some of these books, so you
Hmm.
later I will talk, I will post them so that you can get them. So this is it to the
No
latest one.
problem.
Then before then, this one on
Okay.
plasma physics here, talking about technology and advanced spirituality. Quantum physics is also here. Talking about, I talked about the dark matter consciousness here, negative space, the evil forest, a lot of advanced topics. And inside all this book, I related them to African spirituality. I traced the origin of advanced science from African spirituality. You need to have all this, so you have not gotten them yet. I know that your place is very, very where you are. In is very, very deep. But I'll
Yeah,
find
I
a
need
way
to
to
get
get
it.
it book to you. I'll find a
Sure.
way, walking the
Sure.
shadow of the God. There are five of them now. Which part of our main thing? Later on, you send me a way to get this. You need to have them. Please.
I'll have them.
This knowledge need to go everywhere. You need to find a way. I need to get them to you in your state. I know that your place have a lot of challenges in terms of security, but you are still living there. So we'll find a way to get you all these things. So then we'll
No
plan
problem.
how we need to physically organize those conferences. But we'll be doing the videos, the live videos from now from time to time. Okay.
Sure.
So I'm very grateful. Thank you for coming. And for the viewers, I would like to know your opinion about the subject of religion. We all have a role to play. If you are conscious, you must do something about the situation. They say silence is consent. I know a lot of our
Mm,
conscious community people, they are afraid to speak because when you start speaking against religion, speaking against your own family people, the attack is too much. Many of them are afraid of this. But the time we come whereby you will have no alternative anymore than to come out and do the needful. When you come out, people see your face, you put your energy to the struggle. It affects the psyches of other people. So it had this domino effect. When somebody wake up and they start making impact, all the people connected to you in your social structure, it will affect them as well. So the more we come out
yes.
to speak against this evil, the more people wake up, the more people see that, oh, this evil is wrong. See, then the more they start standing against it. So we must all find a way. At the time, we must come outside, not just hiding anymore. We must come out of the closets this year and be doing the work. So I thank you. I
Sure.
thank the viewers. Thank everybody.
It's a pleasure.
And I'll be seeing you all in the subsequent videos as usual. So take care and bye. You have any
All right,
final
bye.
words for the people? Mhm.
Well, I just want to tell our people that emancipation is not a destination, it's a journey. And
Exactly.
we must, there's no easy way out of our predicament. The only way is the hard way, and we must go that way. Thank you very much. See you next
Exactly.
week.
Okay. Have a great day. Okay.
All right,
Peace.
you too.
Take care.
Peace.
Okay. Bye. Okay.